Hello and welcome back to Path of Radiance 0% growths. As promised, here is the last chapter's summary screen where you can see we did not get a lot of combat experience, but we sure did get a lot of bonus experience. No MVP because we didn't kill any enemies. We also got a bunch of new allies, and I didn't talk about any of them, including the ones that were actually on my team already. So I've got some of that to do during battle preps here. But what I'm going to do now and going forward is I'm going to pause and do like the more mundane stuff and then circle back when I'm ready to show off the interesting stuff. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, and we did get a Lagu Slayer from the info conversations. I didn't really think that was worth showing off. I am going to show off just the fact that I'm going to bump Ike Oscar up to C. My plan is to put Ike Titania at A. I will probably have Titania go ahead and activate her support with one of Riss or Mist. I just don't really know which one yet. Just because, I mean, I might as well. But it doesn't seem important, so I'm not going to bother yet. I also, in a preview of what's to come, gave Kieran and Marsha a bunch of BXP. But what I want to do before I go any further with that is I'm going to forge an axe for Kieran. And then we're gonna, after this, talk about the new units, including the ones that I didn't talk about last episode. So that being Laith and Mordecai and Volk, as well as now Brahma, Metheny, and Kieran. So it's gonna be a lot to get through. I'll try to keep it as brief as I can. So yeah. Starting with Volk. Volk is a pretty interesting thief in that the way that he's different from sort of the typical Fire Emblem thief in several respects. First of all, in the Tullius games, you can steal like anything that isn't nailed down, and by nailed down I mean equipped, explicitly equipped. So, you know, normally you can steal things like vulneraries or master seals or red gems, or, you know, like items like that. But in Tullius, you can also steal any staff, although in Radiant Dawn, you can have one staff equipped, so you can't steal the equipped staff. You can steal any of the other staves, and you can also steal any unequipped weapon. So like if they have an Iron Lance and a Javelin, you can steal the Javelin. So the utility of thievery in Tullius is quite a bit higher than it is in other games, because you're not reliant on the designers having explicitly placed like specific items intended for stealing onto enemies. Like in some cases, you can just steal like their second weapon or whatever, or like literally any heal staff in the game, like, or you know, that sort of thing. There is, however, a catch to all of this, which is that in addition to the normal requirement that you have to be faster than the target that you're stealing from, you also have to be able to... You also have to have as much or more strength as the item that you want to... As the weight of the item that you want to steal. So, in Volk's case, he's actually got pretty good strength at 12 for a thief. Nonetheless, you know, a steel lance weighs 13. And I actually, just for context, I say he's got pretty good strength for a thief at 12. Titania has 12 strength. So, like, you know, like, yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, but like steel lances weigh 13, steel axes weigh 15. So, like, there's like, you know, a good number of weapons that he won't be able to steal in that way. Hand axes, I think, weigh 13. Javelins only weigh 11. But anyway. So, nonetheless, he can steal some stuff that way. In Maniac Mode, there's tons of physics staves for him to steal. It's actually kind of amazing. Like, it's intended to make the game harder, and I suppose it probably does, but it also makes it easier because you can get so many physics staves, you can just be swimming in them. And you get them a lot earlier in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure there are enemies with physics staves, like, in this upcoming chapter in Maniac Mode. Which, you know, is crazy. Being able to get a heal staff, or a physics staff at this point in the game is crazy. You can't even use it, probably. Anyway, so yeah. I mentioned the speed thing. So yeah, the strength thing can be a limitation. The speed thing is definitely a limitation. So the boss of this chapter has a Master Seal in his inventory. He has 13 speed. Volk has 13 speed. Can't steal it. That sucks. More generally, his speed is kind of on the low side. Like, where his strength is really good for his class, his speed is not. It's not bad, like, in general, but it's just low for his class. You would expect it to be a couple points higher, and that definitely hurts his ability to steal going forward. He's also stuck with knives, which are an even worse weapon type than swords, which is really unfortunate because he doesn't get to take as much advantage of his high strength as he would if he could use swords. Between that and obviously the lack of 1 to 2 range options, you know, his combat is... I mean, it's still respectable, just because his strength is good, his speed is good, and he's really reasonably durable, and he's got shade to keep enemies from targeting him excessively, but, you know, it's certainly not amazing. He's got a story-based promotion, so we don't have to worry about that, which is mostly a bad thing, because if we could promote him now, like, I would, if only so he could steal, you know, stuff more easily, but, actually, does he lose... He might lose steal when he promotes. I don't remember. Regardless, yeah, so I mean, combat-wise, he's fine. But, yeah, not somebody we're going to be using for combat in the long run. Utility-wise, he has some distinct advantages and disadvantages relative to, like, you know, to more standard thieves. But at a minimum, of course, we'll be using him to open locks and that sort of thing. He doesn't need a lockpick, which is nice. Okay, so then Lathe, you can't see her transform stats, but I've got that on a sheet here. So she gets 6 strength, 4 skill, 3 speed, 5 defense, 3 resistance, 15 constitution, and 2 movement when she transforms. So I know that's probably too much to keep track of, but basically her strength goes to 18. Her speed goes to 15, her defense goes to 14, her res goes to 10, and some other stuff. Move goes to 9. So, her raw stats are... Her raw stat distribution is the best that we have right now. She doesn't have the most strength, Mordecai does, but she has the most speed, and she has the second most strength. She's got the second most defense after Mordecai. She's got the most resistance after Riss. The 15 luck does give her some avoid, 13 or 14 rather skill plus a 90 hit weapon, like she's not going to miss. So like her stat profile is really good. 34 HP, definitely respectable. 9 movement is great. The big problem is she is locked to this 1 range 8 might weapon. She can't forge it. She can't use a 1 to 2 range option. She can't gain strike rank like in Radiant Dawn. She certainly can't use the equivalent of like a silver weapon. So that really hurts her a lot in terms of her long-term viability. Obviously, also, you know, unlike the mounted units, she doesn't have Canto. And then, of course, as a Laguz, she untransforms after a certain amount of time, and that means that she can't fight anymore. So, even though, like, in terms of raw damage output, assuming she's doubling, right now she is doing more damage than anybody on the team, because if you account for the 6 strength when transformed, it's 18 strength plus 8 might is 26 attack. Titania has 25 attack with the forge. So what she's doing is, well, she's spoiler alert, she's tied with Kieran. But I mean, she doubles more things than Kieran. Not by much, but she does. Got more defense than Kieran, more HP. More accuracy. Doesn't need to use up a forge, but again, eventually we're going to be able to forge steel weapons. Eventually we're going to be able to forge silver weapons. She doesn't get to take advantage of any of that. And then also just being a Laguz, like, has these other limitations, which means that in practice, even though, like, if we really want to damage a single target and she's transformed, she's going to be the most effective person on the team at that, she's not actually like as good of a unit as Titania or Kieran overall. Mordecai has a somewhat similar story. So his transformation bonus is 7 strength instead of 6. 4 skill, 3 speed, that's the same. 3 defense instead of 5. I don't know why tigers get less defense, but they do. 3 resistance, that's the same. 15 con and 2 move, also the same. So he's at 22 strength, which is pretty bonkers. And 11 speed, which is alright. He's not going to double a lot, but he's not going to get doubled for a while either. 16 defense is fantastic. 7 res, pretty good. 41 HP, obviously very good. So, you know, he's if we want to have if there's an enemy that's not going to get doubled anyway, he's going to have easily the most damage against them. 22 strength transform plus 9 of 9 might weapon is 31 damage. That's a lot. And then of course he's a very good tank. He has all the same drawbacks that Lathe does that I mentioned, plus he doesn't start transform. So where Lathe might be able to get through an entire chapter without running into the problem of, oh, whoops, I untransformed, now I can't fight anymore, he has the opposite problem, where the chapter might end before he transforms. He might not even get to participate in combat. Luckily, Mordecai does have some significant utility even when he's untransformed because of his combination of extremely high weight and smite. So he can, right now he can shove everybody on our team, and he can shove them up to 2 spaces at a time. That's not, the only people that he can't shove, and I'm not going to swear that this is the case, I'm just like fairly confident this is the case, that he won't be able to shove, when he's untransformed, he won't be able to shove transformed Mordecai. I think he actually isn't even able to shove transformed Lathe when he's untransformed, because she has like 21 weight and goes up to 36. He's at 33, so that's 1 point short. Anyway, you won't be able to shove transform so you won't be able to shove transform Lagoos generally, or at least cats and tigers, which is just Lathe and Mordecai and I guess Ranulf, when he's untransformed. When he's transformed, he'll be able to shove whoever. With the possible exception of the dragons, I don't know what the dragons' weight values are. They gain a ton of constitution when they transform, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if he can't shove them, like, in general. But, yeah, pretty much, you can shove anybody. You can shove in 2 spaces. That's super valuable. He can also, like, rescue drop pretty much anyone that isn't mounted, because you can't rescue mounted units in Tellius. So, yeah, I mean, he's like, very... He brings a lot to the table when he's untransformed, but I mean it still is a fact that like Lathe is a better unit just because she starts transformed if for no other reason. Okay, then we've got Kieran. So Kieran has pretty good bases, and we're gonna make him better. So we are gonna go ahead and promote him. I already bumped him up to level 20 PXP. But I just want to show off what his promotion bonuses actually are. Obviously, you know, he's going to be a paladin like Titania. We're going to give him lances, so he's going to have, like, basically the same kit that Titania does. And of course, we know how good Titania is. Now, obviously, his weapon levels are going to be lower, because he just joined. He's only got C axes to her, like, A or S or whatever she has. And he's going to have E lances. Yeah, as you may have been able to catch there, he gained 2 strength and 2 speed and 2 defense. Those are, like, the most important gains, as well as the 1 movement. So now, if we look at the unit list and we sort by class, we can see that Kieran has the same HP as Titania, 1 more strength, 1 less skill, same speed, 3 less luck, 1 more defense, 3 less resistance. Basically, Kieran is better because he has 1 more strength and 1 more defense. The rest of the stuff, it matters, but it doesn't matter as much. Yeah, Titania is going to be better against mages, but pretty much Kieran is a slightly better version of Titania right now. You know, maybe the weapon levels will come into play from time to time. I mean, at the very least, right now, Kieran can't use steel lances, which is a little unfortunate because he can use them without getting weighed down, whereas Titania cannot. I do have an arm scroll. I could give it to him to alleviate that problem, but I don't think it's, like... I don't think it's particularly important. And I would rather save them in case I want to use them for something like giving one of my mages the ability to use a siege tome or something like that. Something a little bit that's like a little bit more demanding. So we're not going to bother to do that. But yeah, he's really good. Best unit that we have right now. And then we got Brahm. Brahm is he's an Armor Knight, you know, does Armor Knight things like being slow and having high defense. He's not especially slow, and he doesn't have especially high defense. So he's not that extreme, but you know, that is pretty much what he does. His strength is not amazing. He's not somebody who's gonna like, you know, come in and one-shot things or come anywhere close to doing so. So you know, he's got some value in the upcoming chapter, and then he probably gets benched forever. Metheny is has a pretty similar stat profile to Marcia. Just one more defense, and a little bit more HP, a little less res, a little more skill. But I mean, it's, you know, same strength, same speed. You know, pretty similar. Similar-ish to Mia as well. Mia's a little bit faster, a little bit weaker. So, like, if I were getting, now obviously Metheny is not a flyer, so Marcia's slight statistical disadvantage is not really important. If I were getting Metheny, whatever, however you say her name, and Mia both added to my team right now, I would probably deploy Metheny over Mia, because her stats are probably better overall. Like, Mia is faster, and that matters in theory, but in practice, like for the coming chapter, it probably wouldn't matter too much, if at all. But I've got a forged sword for Mia. I don't have a forged lance for Metheny, so we're gonna deploy Mia this chapter, and then quite possibly deploy neither of them ever again. So there you have it for the new units. And then the next thing we're going to do before we head out is we're also going to promote Marcia, who I BXP'd to level 10. We've got a Master Seal. This is not going to turn her into, you know, like the best or second best unit on my team or anything like that. But as a flyer, I think getting her promoted is really nice. Getting her the extra point of movement, getting her some more damage output, some more speed, some more bulk, just all to the good. Unfortunately, she only gains 1 speed, which is kind of crappy, but what can you do? I did realize I forgot to give her a sword. Not that it probably matters, but, you know, we'll give it to her. Anyway, alright, so that should do it for base stuff. We spent 18 minutes talking about characters. And we can go on to the chapter. Just gotta arrange my units. Oh. So I gotta pick the right units. Actually. Ooh. That's... doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, I think... Well, this... Ah. There. Okay. Alright, I guess I didn't really talk about this chapter. I should do that. So, this chapter is an arrive, which means that we need to... It's like a seize, except it doesn't need to be with Ike, which is nice. It's especially nice because we have Marcia, who can, like, fly over this barricade, and we don't have to kind of circle around it with Ike. But there's a lot of other stuff going on in this chapter as well. So there's 3 houses that we want to visit. One here, and one here with some reasonably good goodies. We've got Sahar over here to recruit, which has to be done with Lather Mordecai. And we've got the racist vigilantes, 3 of them here, 2 of them here, which we get BXP for not killing, a lot more than the combat XP we get for killing them. As well, we've got the boss here, Makoya, who we don't need to kill, but has a Master Seal, so we want to. And then the Black Knight will show up here if once you like engage the boss, although it's on a bit of a delay. But yeah, and then Jill shows up on turn 4, and you need her to show up in order to be able to recruit her next chapter, and you also need to not kill her, which, I mean, I guess stands to reason. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So, the other thing I want to check is... Strength 4 speed. Oh, I hope that doesn't... for speed... Please tell me... 7... Okay. 14 minus... Oh my god, no! You... absolute jerk. Ugh. Kieran can't one-round this guy. Oh my gosh, what am I even gonna do about that? What am I even gonna do about that? I'm gonna have to get Kieran and Titania up into position. Oh, that's gonna be so hard. Alright, well, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. It's the first time I've seen that guy spawn with 4 speed. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is have Kieran start advancing towards the boss. Take this guy out. And then we're going to have Mordecai shove Marcia, already doing what I was talking about. And she's going to visit this house, grab the Draco Shield, fly up here. Then we're going to have Titania contribute to clearing out the enemies in the rear here before she advances towards the front as well. Hey, Titania! What are you doing? What are you doing? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's about as far. Like, if she goes, she starts here. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, she can barely reach these enemies, and we potentially run into issues depending on like which ones are alive and stuff. So we want her to not be attacking directly, but still, that's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. Okay, well, either way, Brahm is going to come over and actually double this guy. One of the few enemies he can double because it's a Steel Lance Soldier. They're very slow. And we want to stay out of these guys' range so we don't kill them, get our BXP, etc., etc. We also want to get some damage on this guy, maybe crit him for lucky. Or not lucky. That's okay. That's okay. Gonna have Volk finish this guy off. And let's see, 9 and 15. Should be able to do that. Question is going to be 8 damage, 5 damage, 3 damage. Yikes. Damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. Mia, take this guy out. See, she wasn't supposed... Well, we weren't supposed to take damage from both of these guys, but Titania did not do her job. Definitely did not. We're gonna have to use the Steel Lance here, right? So Ike only does 3 damage. Alright, well, luckily it worked out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Oh, no, wait. No, he's not going to be able to... No, we're going to put Ike here. Right, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll put Oscar over here so he can't get attacked. Oh, wait, he missed him anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. I can pay attention. Alright, now most likely this guy will go after Ileana. Alright, Latha's gonna come up here so that she can recruit Sahar and also clear out some enemies. We're gonna set Sahar up to visit the house here. And then we want... So it would be nice to heal Mia, but we want both of our healers moving up top because we've got a lot of damage incoming to deal with onto Kieran and Titania up there. So Mordecai is gonna get attacked by these vigilantes for a couple turns, and that is gonna help him transform, which is important so that he can help take out the boss. Oh, he is going to go after Ike. That is somewhat annoying. Oh my gosh. Kieran's taking a lot of damage here. It's supposed to take this much damage, Kieran. Alright, 1 dodge. That's good. Okay, we're probably fine. Ah, completely fine. Okay, taking out this guy is going to be a bit of an issue, perhaps, but let's see. Ileana's not going to double anyway, so let's go with Thunder. L Thunder, maybe we can crit. Nope, but that's probably fine anyway. Ugh. Yikes. I really want Brahma moving this way because he needs to start absorbing these guys' attacks. Doesn't necessarily need to do it from... Let's see. The plan is that we have Mordecai... Well, Brahm stays here and then he comes over here. Yeah, he should be in range. It should be fine. So let's just do this. That way we can pick up the kill with Volk or Mia or Ike or something. That's too scary. I would like Mia to be in range to take out this guy next turn. Seems unlikely that that will happen. Unless I rescue her with Oscar. What does Oscar do against this guy? Ugh. Yeah, alright. We're just gonna move Volk out of the way. We're gonna... I think Ike can rescue Mia. Yeah, okay. No, not that. This could be far enough. This guy's here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess he can't get there, and these guys are unlikely to attack her. On the other hand, Ike... I guess what we do is we put Oscar here. Yeah, here. Oh, I guess I could have shoved her next turn with Volk. That would have made some sense. But like this guy, these guys do like very little damage to Mia, so it's fine anyway. They may not even go for her. All right. Meanwhile, Mordecai. Let's see. The thing is, we want Mordecai like to move up here. We just want to make sure that Brahma is still going to be in range. I think that means I'm going to put Mordecai right there, where Titania is. Let's see. We'll see. Oh, actually, there's another thing I want to check here. 10 defense, 11 defense. Okay, cool. So, Laith will one-round all of these enemies on enemy phase. I've seen her fail to one-round one of them one time. It's pretty bad. That's not a problem this time. I heal. It's 9 speed. 9 speed. Alright. Marsha's not doubling anybody. What we might want to do is have Marsha take one of these guys out, and then we can get one of the mages. I guess we're still going to be doing this, though. I'm gonna have Marsha this out. Healer with mist. Meanwhile, perfect. That wasn't actually a surprise. I mean, Kieran did 10 twice. The other guy, he had 10 HP left. That guy had 9 HP left, same defense. Titania does 1 less damage. It all made sense. Oh wait, wasn't I supposed to have Titania take out the mage and Kieran? Ah, well. Oh, he's only 1 damage short of... Dang. 1 rounding. I mean, 1 shotting, rather. At which point we wouldn't have needed to heal him. But, it's fine. These thieves like to get in the way. They are like, I really want to get to this house, and they just will just stand there rather than trying to take another route. It's pretty annoying. Anyway, okay, so Mordecai, come up here. I mean, I guess I could... I need to make sure that Mordecai can be attacked by these guys, but... well, the thing is, I don't want them to come... these guys to come too far up. That starts to get annoying. So I think I'm just going to put it here. I think Mordecai might actually be able to take out the mage this turn anyway, like from that position. I'm going to count that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or maybe the thief. Occurs to me that Mia has taken enough damage that she might not actually be able to take out that Myrmidon. That's not the case. It's all because Titania missed. Because Titania missed. Very rude of Titania to miss. Yeah, stupid thieves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so Mordecai can just kill one of these thieves. I think... Let's see, this guy's got 11 defense. 26 attack, but it's... 25, which means we're not one rounding with Forge. Ugh. Might be able to do that. To like kill one of the thieves. Oh, but then yeah, see, the other one just like walking up and standing there is so irritating. So irritating. Marsha can generally one-shot them. So if we do this... Not that one, though. Ah! She could one-shot that one. But that's the one that it doesn't help for her to do so, because she can't attack him. Ugh. Alright, well, we know we're not... Actually, wait, maybe we can... So this guy's got... 9 speed. Titania, the Steel Lance, has 9 speed. I mean, 13 speed. Which means she doubles. But she's only doing 22, so 20. Yeah, she's still not one rounding. It doesn't really help. Ah. Ugh. Stupid thieves. So annoying. Might have actually been better to back off to like here and here so that Marsha could attack from this spot. Oh well. What's the situation with this? Okay, so she can kill, but she dies. How much is she doing? 12? What about Volk? Yeah, that works. I should give this to Oscar now. Or I can use it vulnerary if we want her to. Oh, hey, let's do this thing. Talk to Sahar, recruit him. Now Sahar is going to come right here, unequip his weapon, and wait. He's going to get surrounded by the vigilantes. They won't kill him, and he won't kill them. And then we're going to use Lath shoving them to enable Sahar to get to here over the course of 2 turns. It'll be exciting. Okay, so now Ike kind of needs. Let's see. He definitely needs to use a vulnerary. I guess they actually don't do enough damage to kill him after he does. Okay, so what are we doing about this mess? Waiting. Missed full heal. Kieran. I guess what we're doing. Taking this guy out with Titania. That's not what I want to be doing. Oh, this guy's on the tile where I need to be too. How did that happen? That doesn't normally happen. Oh my gosh. And we need... Oh my gosh, we no, we need oh my gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad. We need somebody here to bait him out. Wait, actually Mordecai's further forward than normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no, we're fine. Never mind. I was panicking over nothing. Panicking over nothing. Okay, so... Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be a bit of an issue, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shove with Volk. Probably can't shove with... We can shove with Mia. Okay, okay. Okay. Alright. 2, 6, 7. We have to go all the way up here to lure that guy. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'd like to heal Titania here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go here. put Marcia here. Next turn, she comes up here. Turn after, yeah, that works. Or we do this, and then the guy dies on an enemy phase. I like he dies on an enemy phase. It's a good plan. Of course, he could choose to attack Marcia, I suppose, but at least then he's not in the way as much. Also, Kieran and Titania take less damage, so that's not too bad. Okay, here comes the boss. Yeah, he's going after Marcia. Well, he wasn't going to die anyway, so I suppose this is fine. So now Marcia can get the kill next turn. Here comes the Surround Sahar party. Oh no, Kieran, no. No. Alright, well, first thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna shove this guy. And then Sahar is gonna circle around to right here. So they can still surround him. And we can do the same trick next turn and get the Killer Lance. Alright, now, as I mentioned, we need to get both Titania and Kieran into range of this guy. It's gonna be a trick. Yeah, that's gonna be a trick, alright. Oh boy. Okay, let's suppose Kieran hits that guy with a hammer. 23 attack plus 10 is 33 attack. Has weapon triangle, so call it 34. So that's 18 damage, leaving him with 11 HP. And Titania finish him off with a hand axe. I doubt it. 19 attack. 20 attack, so that's 8. No, she can't. So we're gonna need Titania to move after the boss is dead. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. Considering the situation of having these two cavaliers around. Oh gosh, why couldn't Kieran have one-rounded this guy? Why did this guy have to spawn with 4 speed when he normally spawns with 3? Why? Oh wait, if Titania gets the killing blow on him, that also works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So we still have the problem that, like, so Mordecai does 17. We need another 18 damage, and then we have 1 attack to take out one of these 2 guys / protect our healers. Yeah. This is where we wish that Titania had hit her attack so that Oscar was further forward. Maybe I could be further forward. All sorts of stuff like that. Been helpful. Oscar's not even close enough to, like, rescue. Well, I guess he could rescue a healer that healed Marcia. And we don't need to heal Titania, so I guess that does help some. This has 7 speed. This guy's, well, they don't actually have 11 because they are way down, but they have 18 attack and 18 attack, which means she gets 1 shot, so that doesn't help. He gets doubled, dies, right, by both of them. 9 speed. 9 speed. Yeah. So, Yeah. We really need to heal Kieran. Well, do we need to? Actually, maybe we don't need to heal Kieran. Maybe we don't need to heal Kieran. Normally we need to heal Kieran, but this time... maybe we don't. Okay. Can you full heal Marsha? You can, so just do that. Oh, you know why we're not going to be able to do that thing? Well, we're going to have to take out this guy. That's the situation. Take out this guy with Marsha. And Mordecai can attack here. Kieran here. Just hope. I think I might actually be better off giving these guys a valve to cross me up so that I don't get... they don't like canto back in a way where they block me. I mean, they might do that anyway, but they might also come across. Unclear that I can detect mist at this point. We'll see. With the Master Seal. Okay. So we can definitely rescue Mist. It's less clear is what we do after that point. So this guy does 18 damage. Oscar has 8 defense. Oscar will not die. So we can just hold on to Mist, I guess. What an absolute mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but we can do this and put Volk here. We can have Riss around the corner, heal him. Come over here, shove this guy, just make sure that they're nowhere close. Mia, haul this guy off. Make whatever, shove her forward. Black Knight shows up, doesn't actually matter. This is gonna hurt. Oh, hey. Okay, he's going after Titania. That's actually good. For 2 reasons. One, if Kieran takes too much damage, he might die from engaging the Armor Knight. Probably not. But hard to say for sure. And 2, it makes them less able to get back in front of us. I mean, granted, we have Mordecai to help with that, but still. I think this is actually going to work out. It's been rough going here. There's a lot of stuff that's not gone according to Keikaku, but nonetheless, it's all coming together now. Oh, gosh. Oh, you rascally priest, you. And Jill shows up just in time. Okay, so got a hammer time on this guy. I guess we could have potentially actually used the forge since we have to attack with 2 different units anyway. I think I'd rather... Well, okay, that's a guaranteed hit. I'm not gonna turn that down. Alright, so now just some cleanup things. First, shove this guy and go get the Killer Lance. Oh, I guess I should talk about Sahar, shouldn't I? Sahar is like Mia, except better, I guess. I mean, he's also a Myrmidon. He's got more speed. He's got more strength. He actually has the same defense, but he's got more HP. So Mia actually has some res, but yeah, I mean, basically, you know, he's another like fast sword locked unit. I'll definitely deploy him ahead of her. I mean, there's pretty much no reason not to. The question is he worth deploying at all? And I suspect the answer is going to be no. Like, starting next chapter, we have limited deployment slots, and then we have, like, on the first boat map, and then on the second boat map, but then we probably have enough like strong units that we don't need somebody like Sahar. But I don't actually remember how many deployment slots we have and what we have to work with at that point. So I could be wrong, but he's not gonna be like I expect him to make less of an impact than Mia because of his join time. Is basically what I'm getting at. Okay. So we can give people some XP. Not that it matters. I guess I'll have Mordecai. Oh wow, he doesn't even kill this guy. Where's Volk? Might actually be able to steal a heal staff here. Might actually be able to do that. Heyo. Ah. All right. Yeah, we'll do this. Level 10. Good job, Mia. Visit this house finally. In Elwind. Definitely not the most important thing that we got out of this chapter, but you know, better than nothing. Heal Oscar. Some XP there. Weapon level up to B. Cool. And Rar, Delicious Priest. I think all we got left is people who can't do anything. Yep, so there you have it. 5 turns. Only took me an hour. I mean, in fairness, a lot of that was talking about new units, but still. The, I don't know. I guess I feel like part of this game is just like slower to play because the animations take so long as well. It's a big part of it, even the map animations. Yeah, I definitely thought this was not going to come together between that guy having extra speed, that Armor Knight, and the like Kieran not being able to one-round that Cavalier, which normally he's able to one-round those Cavaliers that come down with the boss. Like, it was just like a lot of stuff. Titanium missing that, but you know, like, I guess it just goes to show, like, sometimes the solutions are actually like fairly adaptable and like not like super contingent on like the specific RNG that you get, which is good. Like, I prefer it that way. I don't want it to be like something that's super RNG dependent. So anyway, like I said, I think it's a pretty cool chapter. Lots of different stuff to do and to think about. You know, you have Lath up in the upper right. You got the stuff going on in the lower left. You got, like, you know, the main fight in the middle. You got like the scrubs trying to deal with the units in the back. Like, you know, good chapter. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Chapter 12. Until then.